So I listen to rap, right? And I listen to, I guess, mainstream artists or just some artists that I think only I know of or don't have a big fan base. But generally, the rap that I listen to is what the sound that you would hear on the mainstream, right? And I've noticed that, like everybody else, there's common themes across rap, right? Money, hoes, fame, murder, jewelry, you name it, right? Common themes in rap. But another thing that I noticed that I swear to God, no one has ever pointed out to me, which has been obvious to me for a while, and I just thought I'd come on here and talk about it, is the fact that we have rappers rapping about how lame they were before rap, right? And I'm sure you've heard it, right? Where they talk about how when I was down, nobody was rocking with me and nobody wanted me, or specifically when it comes to girls, they talk about how now you want to fuck, but back when I was broke, you didn't. I couldn't even get your number or whatever. And I was here like listening to this music, and I almost feel secondhand embarrassment, right? Because if I was ever a rapper, I would have my career end before I ever admitted that I wasn't popping before I was famous. And another thing, right, that they kind of talk about is they talk about like I'll cash out you for that pussy, right? And so or they'll go cash out on you and then they get sex, or they'll go they'll basically buy you out. Like, to me that's pathetic, right? In a way, to me that's kind of is basically prostitution, right? And I think prostitution should be decriminalized, for one. So I'm not necessarily talking about the legality of it, because if a girl wants to, be cash out for the pussy, that's her prerogative, right? Good for her. And if a guy wants to do that, good for him, right? But while it's all good and dandy, that's embarrassing. Like, and not even so much for the girl, because the girl in these songs, she's getting spoiled, she's getting money, she's getting cars, so good for her, right? But the rapper, like, to me that's embarrassing. Like, that's embarrassing. And I don't know if anybody else has noticed that, but I've noticed it in like so-called gangsta rap, right? Trap rap, hood rap, right? And I know that it's all cap. Like, it's an industry. Rappers are selling an image. They were probably, if they were lucky with women before, they're lucky with women now. Luckier with women now. And if they weren't lucky with women before, they're just this much more lucky with women, right? But when it comes down to it, I really don't think that fame and money really change all that much. When it comes to how many girls you pull, how many girls you can coerce, that's a different story. That's entirely different. But how many girls you pull, I don't think it changes much. Right, because I know that there's broke guys out there who can't even pay their rent that are swimming in women, and there's probably rich. No, I know a few rich guys out there who struggle with women, right? So money really doesn't have anything to do with how many you pull. But every time I listen to any one of these raps, right, and I'm sure we've all heard them, and if you haven't, you're not listening to the rap that I'm talking about. But I just feel secondhand embarrassment from people saying they were down and nobody wanted to mess with them and no girls wanted them, and now they're rich so they could pay you for that pussy and they'll blow a bag on you, and it's just fucking sad. Please tell me I'm not the only one who noticed it. And if I was a rapper, I'd say I was popping before and I'm popping now. I was rich before, even if it's cat, but that's just something that I would rap about. Maybe that's why I'm not a rapper though. I don't really know. But let me know what you think. Aside from that, stay safe and thanks for listening.